What's up, everybody? Man, it's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another video, man. Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another video, man. Oh, excuse me. And today I'm going to preview and predict Monday Night Football's matchup. You have the 5-7 Philadelphia Eagles taking on the 2-10 New York Giants on Monday Night Football, yo. Before I get into this video, man, for everyone, if you want to give me a follow on Instagram or send me a friend request on Facebook, I'm going to have my Instagram, my Facebook information down in the description box. Come give me a follow on the gram. Come send me a request on the book. Come holler at your boy, yo. First, man, I want to apologize to ESPN. I want to apologize to everybody who is fans of other teams that y'all stuck watching after all these big-time Monday Night Football matchups lately, that y'all stuck watching this game on Monday night. I sincerely apologize to every last one of you, yo. But hey, on the bright side, y'all got Saints, Colts next week, Vikings, Packers after that. You know, y'all be all right. Y'all just forgive us. Man, yeah, this is a pillow fight, bro. But with all this being said, man, after the Philadelphia Eagles just absolutely embarrassing loss to the Miami Dolphins on Sunday. With all that being said, the Eagles are still right there in the hunt to win the NFC East, you know, especially if the Dallas Cowboys lose at home tonight to the Chicago Bears, yo. First looking at the New York Giants, man. Boy, he had to find his way back out there, man. Even though I know the Eagles have absolutely dominated Eli Manning throughout the course of his career. Eagles won 9 of the last 10 versus Eli Manning. I kind of was looking forward to seeing Daniel Jones on Monday night, man. I want to see how the young man looked out there playing in his first game in Philly, you know, Monday night against a very angrily optimistic crowd. You know, I was looking forward to that, man. Not to mention, after what Ryan Fitzpatrick just did us, I was looking forward to getting a youngster, man. Like, I don't want no more veteran quarterbacks, man. Give us a youngster, man, because Jim Schwartz just cannot adapt, man. He goes out there with a game plan, and then like he game plans all week long, and once the game starts, he just walks away. Like, all right, I put it out there. This is what we gonna do all game. Regardless if we shut a team down or give up 60 points, I'm not changing nothing. So I was looking forward to seeing a young quarterback this week, man, instead of a veteran. So Eli worries me a little bit, man. Like, he might have one more little swan song to beat the Eagles, who he barely beat, you know. So that worries me a little bit when it comes to that standpoint of it. But in all seriousness, man, looking at this New York Giants team, they got a couple of, to say they're a 2-10 team, man. They got a couple of pieces on offense that are fairly decent, yo. The offensive line is not very good. Like, it's crazy. As much as they've tried to fix the offensive line, they just can't do it. Like, they try to fix it and they just can't fix it, man. The offensive line is terrible. Saquon Barkley is, however, amazing, though he's a little banged up after, suffering an ankle injury early in the season, so he's not quite 100%. But nevertheless, man, that guy is absolutely amazing. You know, you have Sterling Shepard, who I think is a solid wide receiver. They got this rookie, Darius Slayton, who, runs very fast and has been making plays this season. You have Golden Tate, who is a vet. Philly fans, we know a lot about him, obviously, him coming with us last year at the end. But he's a solid slot receiver. Even though he's banged up and I don't know if he's going to play this game, Evan Ingram is a really good tight end. So they have weapons offensively, man. You could arguably say their offensive weapons are better than the Eagles right now. Their receiving core is definitely better. The Eagles may be better at tight end,
because Zach Ertz is more healthy and more consistent, but Evan Ingram is more talented. But the difference is obviously the Eagles quarterback, Carson Wentz, and the offensive line. Defensively is where they really struggle. They are a terrible defensive football team, man. They made a trade with the New York Jets for Leonard Williams. I haven't really heard much about him, like since he went there. I don't know if he got injured or if he just not playing well. I ain't been here. Leonard Williams, I think his name is Leonard Williams. I think whatever. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I don't think he's really made much plays since he been there. Like I said, he may be injured, maybe, but or he's just being ineffective. Um. Not much of a linebacker core. Secondary, they got Janoris Jenkins, who is a good player, but he hasn't played well this season. And they got DeAndre Baker. He's just a rookie, but he's been getting torched all season long, man. So the defense of the Giants is not very good at all, yo. And then their head coach Pat Shermer is a guy who I think this may be his last season with the New York Giants. A lot of people are so caught up in, Jason Garrett with the Dallas Cowboys, but I think, Pat Shermer is the guy who may actually end up getting, let go. Jay Gruden has already been fired. Jason Garrett's on the hot seat. I think Pat Shermer's on the hot seat also. If the Eagles win this division, man, you may very well have a division where all three of the teams in your division have new head coaches next season. And now looking at the Philadelphia Eagles, man, who I just roll my eyes at right now, man. Offensively, man, we led by Carson Wentz, who a lot of people want to give up on. Me personally, I felt like he played solid Sunday at Miami. It wasn't his fault we lost that game. The offensive line, has been pretty solid and pretty stout. Um, Running backs, Miles, I don't know, look like Jordan Howard. No word yet is if he's gonna play this Monday or be out again. He's been out the last 3 games. Eagles have lost all 3 games. And it's not that the Eagles can't run the ball at all. Miles Sanders actually is averaging over 4 yards a carry, but for some reason, Dougie P just does not believe in running the football. So, it makes us not have that much of much of an effective running game because we're not running the ball. The receiving core, man, has been terrible all season. Though Alshon Jeffrey actually had a great game against the Miami Dolphins. Let's see if he keeps that up because he played well. Then he's either injured or don't do much. He goes back and forth. So let's see if he can finally put together 2 consistent weeks of good football. The same for Nelson Aguilar, who I ain't even gonna say had an okay game. He only really had 2 catches, but let's see if he steps up this week. JJ Ortega Whiteside is, with the release of Mac Hollins, finally, JJ Ortega Whiteside is pushed into the mold to start opposite of Alshon Jeffrey. The problem I've had with him so far is he hasn't consistently created separation. But, let's see as long as he if he continues to grow his route tree and become more physical at the top of his route, because he's supposed to be a 50-50 physical receiver. Let's see if he can eventually turn into that. The tight ends are obviously are really good. Though Zach Ertz might have had the worst game of his career against the Dolphins, man. I think his drop in the third quarter inside the 5 basically cost us the game. Like if he catch that, the Eagles at worst go up 31-20. And I think the game is basically put away. But he drops it. Elliott misses a field goal, and we all know what happened after that. Goddard, has been up and down. He looked good against the Dolphins, but he had his issues with this season with drops, and fumbling the football. Defensively, man, they looked good the last couple of weeks, and then Ryan Fitzpatrick just absolutely Ryan Fitzpatrick them. And Devontae Parker was out there looking like Julio, Calvin, Randy Moss, and all of them put together, yo. As these cornerbacks they are what they are, man. They not consistent. They gonna give you a good game here and there, but then they're capable of just letting a receiver just absolutely eat them alive, and letting the quarterback throw for 400, 500 yards on them. That's who they are, yo. The linebackers I felt like did okay. The defensive line dominated in the first quarter and then went away. Like, did Brandon Graham even play on Sunday? Like, he came into this game doing well and he didn't make not one play on Sunday, man. So the defense is inconsistent. And you know how I feel about Jim Schwartz. He game plans all week, and once the game starts, it is what it is. He doesn't do any in-game adjustments, yo. Now looking at the Eagles offense against the Giants defense, where I'm concerned that to be honest with you, man, I'm just concerned of Wentz being inaccurate. Like, I'm just concerned that Wentz may come out with the pressure of playing in front of the home crowd, who gonna boo him if he go start off 0 for 2 or we go 3 and out on the first drive. Will he just settle down and make the throws he's supposed to make? Because the Giants do not have a good defense whatsoever. I've in the matchups I feel good about basically is our tight end Zach Ertz, should be able to have a field day, man. I know Jabril Peppers is a solid safety, but Zach Ertz should be able to bounce back this week after his bad performance in Miami and give us a big game Monday night. When you look at the Eagles defense versus the Giants offense, where I'm concerned at is Eli Manning just having one of those games going out for his career, yo. I would have been much more comfortable if Daniel Jones was starting this game. But Eli is capable of just having one of them games where he's just extremely hot and it'll be like a nice, cool story. I'm worried about that type of performance from Eli. Where I feel good is the Eagles' defensive front shit. The one positive about Eli being back there instead of Daniel Jones is Daniel Jones is at least very athletic and mobile. Eli Manning cannot move whatsoever. So the Eagles' defensive front against a not very good offensive line should be able to get after Eli Manning and put him down on the ground, yo. Now time for my preview, for my prediction. Obviously, I'm frustrated with my Eagles, man. That Dolphins loss was embarrassing and horrendous. But with that being said, man, Dallas really just needs to lose to either the Bears tonight or the Rams next Sunday. Eagles win out. Eagles win the NFCs. Um, with that being said, I think the Eagles come out and handle business at home against a very bad football team, man. It's the difference is this game is at home, unlike the Dolphins, and this is a team we're familiar with, unlike the Dolphins. So I got the Eagles winning this game. I'm gonna go 34-20. I got the Philadelphia Eagles beating the New York Giants Monday night, 34-20. To hopefully tie Dallas for the NFC East. I'm hoping they lose tonight to Chicago, yo. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Go on, hit the like button for your boy and give me a subscribe, man. I'm gonna have Philadelphia Eagles and NFL content throughout the year. Also, this coming Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Pacific, I'm going to do a live Q&A. Y'all could come on there, ask me anything, tell me anything. I'll answer your questions, respond to your live, and give you a shout out, yo. Y'all should come join me. It's some good stuff. Until then, man, y'all have a blessed one. Fly, Eagles, fly.